Okay, so starting in child pose. Your knees. Knees. Just try and see if you can have your knees a bit wider than your mat. Lower your chest onto the mat. Lower your forehead down. And start breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Now lift your forehead and your chest, lift your hips, tuck your toes, walk your hands back to your knees. Let's come into that squat, so lift your knees. Walk your feet out so your feet are as wide as your mat, heels in, toes out. Hands to prayer. Rocking forward and back. And 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands back onto the mat. I want you to roll your knees. Now this time when you roll your knees onto the mat, you bring your knees as wide as the mat. Walk your hands top of the mat. Bring your toes in. Lower your toes down. Come into that wild child pose again. Forearms down. Forehead down. Now lift your forehead, lift your chest, and walk your hands over to the right side of your body. And rest your chest on your right thigh. Forearms down. If possible, you bring your forehead down onto the mat. Lift your forehead, lift your chest, straighten your arms, and walk yourself over to the left side. Rest your chest on your left thigh, forehead down. Lift your forehead and your chest, straighten your arms, bring your hands back to center, lift your hips, walk your knees in. Now just walk your knees a bit further back so you're in that hands and knees position. Take your right leg back, left arm forward and lower, left leg back, right arm forward and lower. Right leg back, left arm forward. Now this time I want you to bend that right leg and bring your left hand all the way back and take hold of your right toes if possible. And hold. And 3, 2, 1. Release your right leg. Bring that left arm forward. Flex your right toes, lower your right toes down. Rotate that left arm so your left arm is facing up. Bend that left elbow. Take the left arm underneath your right arm as you lower your left ear down onto the mat. Take your right arm up, wrap it around your back. Release your right arm up. Lower your right hand down. Lift your left ear off the mat. Now, you're going to bring that left hand onto the mat. And you start to just rotate that right foot. So you bring the side of your right foot down onto the mat. And then you open up your chest. So it's a side stretch. Try not to fall like I just did. Take your right arm up. So your left knee should be on the mat. Your right arm is up. Take your right arm over. Now rotate your chest towards the mat as you lower that right hand down. You lift your right heel. Just walk that left hand over. Bring your right knee back. Now, right arm forward, left leg back. Bend your left knee. Take your right hand all the way back and take hold of your left foot. See if you can take that left knee a bit higher. Release your left leg. Take your right arm forward. Flex your left toes. Lower your left toes down. Lower that right hand down. No, actually, rotate your right arm. So your right palm is facing up. Nearly forgot. Take your right arm underneath your left and you lower your right ear down this time. Then you take your left arm, wrap it around your back and your waist. Release your left arm up. Lower your left hand down. Right ear off the mat and you bring that right hand on the mat. Lower your left foot down. You start to open up your chest as you take your left arm up to the sky. Left. Now rotate your chest. You lower that left hand down. Lift your left heel. Slide your left knee onto the mat. You're back to that hands and knees position. You bring your hips back to your heels, chest and your thighs. Forehead down. Come up to hands and knees, tuck your toes, downward dog. Let's walk our dog for that first one. So you bend your right knee, straighten your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Let's just do that a few times, lifting up one heel, lowering the other. Now lift both heels. Now keep those heels lifted, light bend your knees, and just walk your toes to your hands, all the way to the top of the mat. Keep those heels lifted, knees bent, rest the chest on your thighs. Lower your heels. Bring your hands onto your shin as you look up, shoulders back. To your mat. Take your arms all the way up to the sky, interlace your fingers, lift your heels. Lower your heels. Forward fold, hands on the mat. Step or jump back to plank. Hold that plank position for 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees, bend your elbows, lower your chest. Lift your legs up behind you. Lower your legs. Come up for arbor dog. Tuck your toes, we're in downward dog. Go straight into our flow, right leg up to the sky. Bring that right foot forward, lower your left foot, arms up, we're in warrior 1. Open up your chest, we're in warrior 2, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your right leg, we're in triangle. Take that left arm over your head. Now I want you to rotate your chest and see if you can lower your hands either side of that right foot. So it's a deep triangle. Now bend your right knee. Come all the way back and let's reverse our warrior. The right arm over your head. Now bring that right arm onto your right thigh and take your left arm over your head. Now take your left arm, wrap it round your back, around your waist. Now I want you to take that right arm behind your back as well and interlace your fingers as you start to lower your chest and rest that right shoulder on your right knee. Come forward. 3, 2, 1. Now bring your eye gaze to that right foot. Start to lift your left heel as you bring your chest closer to the center. Release your hands. Now bring your hands to prayer. Lift your chest, left elbow over your right knee into that twist. A bit more today. Lower your left hand down, right arm up. And 3, 2, 1. Now, What you to try and do is I'm going to step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Keep your knees bent. Bring your hands to prayer. So you're still in that twist. There's a twist in the squat. Hold. For 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Lower your hands. Step or jump back to plank. Yes, for 3. Let's see if we can remember the same on the left. 2, 1. Lower your knees. Bend your elbows. Lower your chest. Lift your legs up behind you. Squeeze. Elbows in. Lower your legs. Come up to upward dog. Toes run downward dog. Look forward. Step or jump forward to your hands. Hands on your shin. Hands on your mat. Take your arms up. Interlace your fingers at the top. Lift your heels. Lower your heels. Forward fold. Step and jump back to plank. Take your hips up to sky. You're in downward dog. Now, left side. Left leg up. Bring your left foot forward. Lower your back foot down. Take your arms up. So we're in that warrior 1 position. Warrior 2. Stretch your left leg. We're in triangle. Take your right arm over your head. Now rotate your chest. I know we forgot reverse warrior, but that's fine. Rotate your chest towards your left leg. Lower your hands down. Doing that deep triangle. Bend your left knee. Let's come back up to warrior 2. Let's reverse our warrior. Now bring the back of your left hand on your left thigh. Right arm over. Wrap your right arm around your back, round your waist. Now take your left arm behind and interlace your fingers. Start to lower your chest. So this time your left shoulder is on top of that left knee. Number warrior. So as you start to lift your chest, you lift that back heel. Release your hands. Lift your chest slightly. Hands to put your right elbow over your left knee. Lower that right hand down, left arm up. Now we're going to bring that right foot forward to meet your left. Hands to prayer. The twist and the squat. For 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Lower your hands. Step and jump back to plank. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your chest all the way down. Lift your legs up behind you and squeeze. Lower your legs. Come up for upward. Tuck your toes. We're in downward. Look forward. Step or jump forward to your hands. Hands on your shin. Hands on your mat. Take your arms up. Interlace your fingers at the top. Lift your heels. Press your shoulders down. Lower your heels, forward fold. Let's do another set. Step and jump back to plank. Hips to sky, you're in downward dog. Right leg to the sky. Right leg forward, lower that back foot down. Arms up. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Come forward, straighten your right leg. We're in triangle. Left arm up, over your head. Now rotate your chest towards that right leg, hands either side of the right foot. Now, if your hands can't reach the mat, you can always bring it onto your shin. 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee. Bring the back of your right arm on that right thigh. Left arm over. Wrap your left arm around your back, around your waist. Now bring your right arm behind you. Start to lower your chest. Interlace your fingers. Rest your right shoulder on that right knee. Humble warrior. Can you bend your right knee further? Can you take your arms higher? Lift your right foot as you start to lift your left heel. Slightly lift your chest, hands to prayer. Left elbow over your right knee. Lower your left hand down, right arm up. Now slowly bring that left foot forward. Hands to prayer. So you're still in that twist. For 3, 2, you might have to take your tailbone a little bit lower. 1, come to center. Hands on the mat. Step or jump back to downward dog. To plank, sorry. Hips to sky, now you're in downward dog. Left side, left leg up. Left foot forward, lower that back foot down. Arms up, warrior 1. Open up your chest, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your left leg, we're in triangle. Right arm over. Rotate your chest, hands either side of your left leg. Bend your left knee. Bring that left arm on your left thigh. Take your right arm over. Wrap your right arm around your back, around your waist. You start to lower your chest as you release your left arm. Take your left arm back, interlace your fingers, humble warrior. Lift your chest. Lift that back heel. Release your hands. Hands to prayer. Right elbow over your left knee. So you're in that twist. And 3, 2, 1. Lower your right hand down, left arm up. Now step that right foot forward to meet your left. Hands to prayer again. Tailbone closer to the mat. For 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Take hold of your big toes, straighten your legs, you're in that forward fold. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're top of the mat like I am, I just want you to walk your feet back. So hold on to your big toes here, halfway down your mat so we can get straight into our balance. Now still keep hold of that right big toe and then just bring your left hand onto your left waist. Start to lift your right toes, lift your right heel, and slowly come all the way up with that bended right knee. Take that right knee wide and straighten up your right leg. For 3, 2, 1. Take it out in front of you. Bend that right knee, bring your right foot into your left thigh for that tree pose. Cross your right foot all the way over your left for that funky chair. Start to bend your left knee, take a bow. I want you to cross that right leg all the way to the left now. So you can bring your toes down, or you see if you can hook it behind your left calf. The eagle pose. And cross that right leg. Start to lower your chest. Take hold of your big toes again. Now you take hold of your left big toe. Right hand on the right waist. Lift your left toes. You lift your left heel. Start to lift your chest. Take your left knee wide this time and straighten. Have a little face. You can move over. Take it out in front. Bend your left knee. Bring that left foot into your right thigh. Hands to prayer. So for that funky chair. So take a bow. Bend your right knee. Over your chest. Cross that left leg all the way over for that eagle pose. You choose your option, whether your toes down or wrapped around your right calf. 3, 2, cross. Take hold of your big toes again. Straighten your legs, forehead towards your knees. Now release your big toes. Lift your right toes and slide your right hand underneath your right foot. Same on the left. You're stepping on your hands. It's called gorilla pose. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Release your hands. Hands on your shin. Hands on your neck. Now this time, take your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers. Flat bend your knees. Rest your chest and your thigh. Now you need to lift your chest and you come all the way up. And this time you need to lean back. So you bring your hands behind you as you look up, shoulder blades together. In 3, 2, 1. Now look forward. Now I want to bend your left knee. You take your right arm up, left arm back. Straighten that left leg. Tap your toes, bend, and release. Come to center. Go to the other side. So you lift that right knee, left arm forward, right arm back. Straighten that right leg. Tap your toes, bend, and release. Same thing, left. We'll start slow and see if we can go a bit faster. Lift your left knee, right arm forward, left arm back. Straighten, tap, bend, and lower. Come to center, right knee. Straighten, tap, bend, and lower. Let's see if we can take it higher, quicker. Straighten, bend, lower. Right knee. Tap, straighten, lower. Now this time we're going to hold. So you bend that left knee straight. Take hold of your toes, left arm back. For 3, 2, 1. Bend, lower. Right side. Straighten. For 3, 2, 1. Release. Arms up. Interlace at the top. Lift your heels. Lower your heels. Forward fold. Step and jump back to plank. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Forearms down for 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Untuck your toes. Hands on the mat. Walk your hips back. Chest to thighs. Forehead up. Come back to hands and knees, tuck your toes. Downward dog. Step or jump forward. Hands on the mat. See if you can step or jump your legs out. Hips still lifted. Lift your right leg, left leg, lower your hips. Walk your hands back behind you. That's the reverse plank. Plank. Chest forward, shoulder blades back. Point your toes, lift your hips, and look back. Go 3, 2, look forward, lower your hips, flex your feet, forward fold, take hold of your big toes. Release your hands onto that right knee as you bring your right knee foot to your chest. Lower that right knee down, right foot inside of your left thigh. Bring your left arm, now palm facing up as you lower your left arm inside of your left leg. Right elbow back to open up your chest. And take your right arm over your head. It's almost like you're holding that big ball in front of your left leg. Now rotate your chest and see if you can bring that right hand outside of your left foot. And you release your left arm and bring your left arm round your back, round your waist. So it's a bit of a twist. Slide that right shoulder down. For 3, 2, 1. Release. Lift your chest. Lift that right knee. We just swap sides. So left knee to your chest. Lower that left knee down, left foot inside of your right thigh. Just bring that left knee a bit further back. The back of your right arm down, palm facing up. Left elbow back, left arm. Holding that big ball. Rotate your chest so your left hand is outside of your right foot this time. And then you take your right arm, wrap it around your back, round your waist. Release. Lift your chest. Bend your right knee to cross your ankles. Let's come to a squat. Toes as wide as your mat. Lift your knees. Moving. Lower your hips. Shoulders inside your knees, hands to prayer. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips. Cross your ankles. Up the hands and knees. We're in down dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees on your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step or jump forward to your hands. Hands behind you. If possible, keep your hips lifted. Lower your hands onto the mat. Slide or jump your legs out in front. Hips still lifted. Lift your right leg, left leg, and look. It's much harder without the blocks. Actually, which I forgot to bring. Right knee to your chest. Flex that left foot. Take your right shoulder inside of your right knee. So you have the option, you can take hold of your left foot, or you wrap your right arm around your right knee, left arm around your back as you take that bind. Release the bind. Lift your chest. We're going to go straight to a twist. So take your left arm around that right shin. And then you bring your right arm around your back as you look over your right shoulder. Now, see if you can bring that right hand really wrap around your waist. And maybe rest it on the top of your left thigh. Now come to center. You're going to bring both hands behind you so your fingers are facing forward. You bend your left knee and bring that left foot onto your right thigh. Then you push your chest forward towards your legs, a bit of a hamstring stretch. For 3, 2, 1. Now you roll that left foot down. So we're in that seated twisted pose. Right elbow over your left knee. Left arm around your back. You can stay here when you take that bind. Right hand between your legs. And hold. Release the bind. Let's just twist the other way. Left hand to your left ankle. Right arm around your back. So you twist and look over your right shoulder. And come to center. Hands behind you. Just lift your right knee. So that left foot is still on your right thigh. Slide your right leg away. And cross that left foot. Now your left knee to your chest. We just swap sides. Bring your arms inside. So now your left shoulder should be inside your left knee. And you can take hold of your right foot. Or you wrap your left arm around your left shin. Take your right arm around your back and you take that body. Release the bind. And take your right arm around that right shin. Left arm around your back. Again, see if you can bring that left hand to the top of your right thigh. And try to keep that right foot flexed. You come to center. Hands behind you, fingers facing forward. You bend that right knee now. You place that right foot onto your left thigh. Chest forward towards that chest and hold. Chest towards your chest. Chest towards your right thigh. Now we're going to roll that right foot down. Left knee down. Left elbow over your right knee. Right around your back. You look over your right shoulder. You can stay here, you take that bind, so you bring your left hand between your legs. Release the bind. Let's twist the other way, right hand to your right ankle. Left arm around your back. Up front to center. Hands behind you, lean back and cross that right leg and just bring the soles of your feet together. And down to the front. And bring your thumbs now in between your feet. So it's like you're opening up that book. Elbows to your thighs, round your back, chin to chest. 3. I want you to start to bring your chest closer. So you can bring your chest closer to your feet, your knees wider. You should feel that more inside your inner thighs. 3 more. 3 more. And lift your chest. Straighten your arms. Brush your ankles. Hands over the mat. Step or jump back to plank. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bring your left knee in between your hands. You lower that left knee down. Left foot away from your groin. Slide that right leg back. Untuck your right toes. Lower your chest. Arms out in front. Forehead down. Lift your chest. Walk your hands back and just roll your left hip down. Rotate your right leg. So you're in that side leg stretch. So your left knee's in your groin, your right leg wide. Flex your right foot. Take your arms out. Right hand to your right toes. Left arm. Left arm up to the sky. Right arm up to the sky. Rotate your chest. Start to rotate that hip. So you bring that right leg onto the mat. Right foot down. Lower your hand. Lift your hips. Tuck your right toes. Right knee off the mat. Left leg back. You're back in plank. So just swap legs and now you bring your right knee forward. Right foot away from your groin. Slide that left leg back. Left knee on the mat. Untuck your left toes. Lower your chest. Sit in front. Forehead down. Lift your chest. Walk your hands back. That right hip down. Start to slide that left foot. Left toes are up. Right heel inside that groin. Take your arms up. Left hand to your left toes. Right arm. Right arm up to the sky. Left arm up. To rotate your chest. Slide that left foot down. Hands on the mat. Lift your right hip this time. Tuck your left toes, left knee off the mat. Right leg back, we're in plank. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. And tuck your toes, hips back, chest to your thighs. Forehead down. Come back up to hands and knees, tuck your toes. Bring downward dog. Look forward, step or jump forward to your hands. In that squat. Hands behind you. If possible, keep your hips lifted. Slide your legs out in front or drop your legs out in front. You choose your option. I'm going to slide mine. Keep your hips lifted if possible. Lift your right leg, left leg, and then lower your hips. Now, hands either side of your hips. You're going to lift your hips up again and bring your hips to your toes. Lower your back onto the mat. Let's do some inversion. So we'll start with legs over our head before we move into shoulder stand. Then we're going to try, got a bit of time today, headstand again. So legs over a headed plow. For 3, 2, 1. Now take your right leg to the sky, left leg to the sky for a shoulder stand. Point your toes. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, when you take your right leg over your head, just point your right toes down and leave your left leg up. For 3, 2, One, I will swap legs, so right leg to the sky, left leg over your head. Left leg up, cross your ankles, start to lower your knees, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Can you lower your knees, closer to your face? 3, 2, 1. Stay, keep your ankles crossed and take your legs over your head. Legs to the sky, ankles still crossed. Uncross your ankles. Lower your hips. Keep your knees bent, lower your feet onto the mat. Lift your hips, interlace your hands underneath your hips. Bit of a counter pose for 3, 2, 1. Release your hands. Release your hips. Right knee to your chest, left knee to your chest. Hands on your shin. And you lift your forehead towards your knees, and then you lower. Lift. Now lower your left foot down. Keep your left knee bent and straighten your right leg up. Hands behind your right calf. Forehead towards your right knee. Now take hold of your right big toe. Left hand to your left thigh. Lower your head. And take your right leg wide. Look over your left shoulder. Head back to center. Right leg up. And we just swap sides. So now you bring your left knee to your chest. Lower your right foot down. Straighten up your left leg. Hands on your right calf. Forehead towards your knee. Your chin to chest. 3, 2, 1. Take hold of your left big toe. Right hand to your right thigh. Lower your head. And take your left leg wide. And look over your right shoulder. Head back to center. Bring your left leg back to center. Still holding on to your left big toe. Now take your right leg up and take hold of your right big toe. Chin to chest. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your head. Release your big toes. Cross your ankles. We're going to roll up to sitting. Hands up on the mat. Let's go straight into another squat. Toes as wide as your mat. Lift your knees. Shoulders inside. Hands to prayer. Now lower your hips. Take hold of your big toes and take your legs out wide. Chest forward. For 3, 2, 1. Let's hold for 3 more. And lift your chest. Release your big toes. Bend your knees. Cross your ankles. Hands over the mat. Step and jump back to plank. Last one for 3, 2, 1. Lower your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Look forward. Step or jump forward. Take a seat. Push your ankles. Back of your hands on your knees. Lower your chin to chest. Take a few breaths in. Now round your back and take your arms out in front of you. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your back as you take your arms up. And lower those interlaced hands behind your head, elbows wide. And as you round your back, you bring your elbows together, lower your chin to chest. Straighten your back, elbows wide. Again, round your back, elbows in. Straighten your back, elbows wide. Take those arms all the way up. Release your hands to prayer. Take your thumbs to your forehead for clarity of thoughts. You slide to your lips for clarity in your words. Take a bow as you slide to your breastbone. Rest your elbows on your thighs and your chin on your fingers for clarity in your words. For clarity. Namaste.